Okay, back at it again. So, I was kind of stuck on the whole nitrogen thing. Remember yesterday, we are going to build something in our settlement, but it required like 150 or 250 nitrogen, and I had 3. And I fooled around for probably a good hour trying to find places that would have nitrogen at all, to ultimately to no avail. And I'm like, well, I don't want to get hung up on this. So it turns out that there are mods for No Man's Sky, some of them which specifically address issues like that. So probably easier just to show it, I guess. Or settlement, or our base. We'll go to the freighter first. So there are a couple different, 3 I think, different mods that I ended up installing from Nexus. It pretty much just works. The game warns you when you do that, hey, you're installing mods, shit might be fucked up. Good luck. But yeah, it's all fine. So back here we've got this stellar core extractor, and that extracts elements from the star of the particular system that you're in, basically. And it's really slow, but it's a passive way to get some of the various elements, right? And it's real slow. Like 15 nitrogen an hour. And I think that's not in real time, that's actually in-game time for some reason. I might be wrong about that, but like it's really slow. So I got a mod that changes that and just massively like increases the output that you get. Also the capacity that each one of these things could store. Well, I built another one first before I even discovered that, and then it was still too slow. So that's when I figured out about the mods and they changed that. So this thing, this, instead of 15 an hour, it's 60,000 an hour. I think that doesn't need to be quite that high of an amount, but whatever. And so I grabbed this and stowed away in the exosuit. You can see like it's just that number is going up like crazy. It doesn't take very long for it to go all the way up. And depending on which kind of star system you're in, you'll get one of these other particular types of elements. It just so happens we're in the system that yields nitrogen, obviously, because I needed it. So I have enough of that now, and that problem's pretty much solved. And I guess it pretty much means we don't have to farm metal anymore, because if we park it at the right side of a sort of star system, we'll have all the chromatic metal we'll ever need. Which is fine. I guess I don't really think that's that big a deal. And then, yeah, like these other gases that you can get. I'm not sure what this one is, because I guess we haven't been to that sort of system yet. But you don't use these for too many things, I don't think. At least as far as in normal crafting is concerned. So I don't really feel like this will change the gameplay that much. It's just that we won't have to spend a bunch of time waiting for this or trying to find a system that has it and then doing whatever cumbersome thing you need to do to collect it. So that's the reason for it. Anyway, so there's that. And then while I was at the site, then I found a couple other ones that I thought were interesting. One of them is that for these expeditions that you can send your frigates on, you can just massively reduce the amount of time that takes. This thing got damaged. Ship has sustained mission critical damage. Crew are incapable of performing maintenance for the risks. We'll recall it. I mean, yeah, sometimes they will fail for reasons like that. And then I think you have to like fix them or something too. Even. We still managed to pull stuff out of there though, so that's good. But apparently at some point those guys got their asses kicked. So it did pretty well anyway. I think we might actually need for something, so I'm not going to sell that. And some money, like nothing crazy. All right, so, and you never know what you're going to get for like different materials and stuff. You just have no idea. You send them out there and they get what they get. Halbin pearls and some money. Some more money. One Gravitino album pearl. Got some indium. Do we have regular indium right now? I'm not sure if we do. But we do now, I guess, so that's good. Magnetized ferrite, I will take that. Okay, that's all pretty good. So you can end up getting some materials you wouldn't otherwise maybe be able to get your hands on, I think. By sending out the expeditions, which is kind of why it's a good idea to do that. But anyways, I think you can only do so many of those expeditions a day, like really. I don't know that there's anything that changes that or not. But anyways, let's sort through our spoils here real quick. Indium, that's going to go in the storage container for now. Gravitino will sell. That thing will sell. That will sell. Also that. And that. This, I think I might actually want to hang on to. Like, I feel like there's something uses that for crafting. I'm pretty sure about that. So we'll transfer these all to the Exos. Sell them. So sell the stuff that we don't want to keep. Both of these things, just some plants. Guess what they found. Not the kind of plants that we can grow in our little laboratory there. Same with this. It's just vendor trash. Want all that stuff. Oh, Gravitino ball. That was it. All right. Oh. For a second there, I thought it was saying the Gravitino balls, they're buying them for 57K. That's quite a lot more than what they were before, but no, not what it's saying. All right. So anyway, so we got that out of the way. And yeah, so if we come down here to like put them out on another excursion, expedition, if you will. Like, see, we already did 4 of these today. So we actually only have 1 more left that we could do today, period. I don't know if there's a way you can reset that or not, but is what it is. So for this last one, why don't we actually just assign, critically damaged. Do I have to do something with that? I think so, right? Manage fleet. Critically damaged. Can I do anything about that? Oh, teleport the frigate and then actually fix it? Okay. Oh, yeah, I remember we had to do this shit last time. So, yeah, we got to run around here and actually fix the stuff. Hopefully we have the material. So far away. Good morning. Airlock control. Oh, fucked up there. Fix that. Gotta fix my frigates because one of them got a bit fucked up last expedition. Let's go where I wanted to. Oh, well, half of it. There's something over there. It must be literally right above us. Anyway, I don't see anywhere else to go from here. So I guess that wasn't the way to go. None of these ladders actually go anywhere. Okay. Try going this way. Something fucked up. I didn't even see what it wanted for. Push the button and that was it. Teleport. Probably to the Corvette. That we don't. Frigates, teleport. Okay, yeah, so. Couldn't open the doors on either washing machine last night. You ever had that problem? Yes. So, like down in the latch, there's a solenoid that puts it in lock mode. You just gotta stick like a screwdriver or like a butter knife or scissors under that and push it back out so you can latch it back the other way. That's it. I don't know. It just gets jammed and you gotta do that to reopen it, but it'll work fine after that. I've only ever had that happen in the left machine though, not the right. And certainly not both at the same time. Yeah, no, you just got to manually. Oh, they both seem to have no power at all. Well, if that doesn't work and it still is unresponsive, then I would pull out and push back in that big red lever on the front. But yeah, anytime I couldn't get the door open, I just. Now, you can't do anything until you open the door and close it again. Just anyways, when it does that, I'm pretty sure, so. Yeah, if you just unjam that and open the door. Oh, don't worry about the big red button. All that does is like completely cut the power. Like you push it in, and then to turn it back on, you just pull it the other way. That's all it does. Just there if you like needed to do an emergency stop for some reason. Like you pull it out, I think it is, and then to get it to run again, you push it back in. But yeah, if the doors don't open, just go grab like there was a pair of scissors on that shelf over there. But that disappeared. But that's what I did. I just stuck one blade of the scissors down there, pushed the little latch thing back the other way, and then it'll open, right? And then after that, it works. Unless it's got some new problem now that's not that, which is also a possibility, I suppose. Yeah, but I've had to do that like 3-4 times probably, yeah. And it works fine after that. I don't know. It's solenoid's not quite strong enough to do what it needs to do if it's kind of jammed somehow. Probably from just wrenching on it too hard when you latch it shut. I don't know, maybe. I don't know what actually causes it, but I know what fixes it. Kind of odd that it was both at the same time. Yeah, maybe it was just you needed to pull out the red button again. And that was it. Maybe they were pushed in for some reason. Maybe they had some housekeeper in there that didn't quite know what they were doing. Or something. I don't know. Oh yeah. Well, now you know. It's safe to do it. It's not going to hurt anything. Because there's like instructions that say what the red button does right on the front of it. Just do it. Or the two news front desk people. Yeah, sure. I mean, like, there's plenty of people that are in there, so it doesn't even really matter. Like, it's not like their fault. They didn't hurt anything. If that's all it is, it's just like that just happened. So, not a big deal. Here is the last one of these things which were both on last night. Yeah, probably. It's probably something to do with that then. I don't know. Just figure out if that was the problem, then let anybody else know if they encounter that. That's how you fix it. Problem solved. There is this other place. It's like way up above us. I don't... Up there. And we got ladders on both sides of the place, so maybe there is something up on this side. Maybe just... here. Gotta be further above us. All right, well, I'll climb up here again, but I'm gonna be kind of annoyed if it's still isn't the way to get there. Over there. Got it. All right. Well, let's fix this. Silver. Okay. Well, we have the materials to do. Also, I should go into Paycam and take December 18th and 19th off. It's for Christmas, Thursday and Friday. Oh, okay. it down so I don't forget. All right, then. Hey, we did whatever the hell we're supposed to do here. Fixed up our frigate so we can send it off again. Back to me. Yes, all right. So now I should be able to send those guys back out. Okay, so do that over again now that we can send them both out. Maybe they can bring back more shit with them. I don't know if it works that way or not. If it does, like, because you can assign multiple frigates to one expedition, right? So one would assume that you have either just better chance of success in general or additional things that you end up getting because you have more frigates on the job, right? So I might want to think about that because there are ways for us to acquire more than just the two we have now anyway. That's a thought anyhow. So we got those in there. I wasn't even looking at how long it was going to be done. Should have, because it should only be like a minute. Yeah, a minute and a half. So we'll just let that cook. In the meantime, on that, I also learned something else that I didn't know. So we went down to our base because we had some quests to do. Be back by noon on Saturday. Yeah, I think so too. That's a good idea. Getting back late in the day sucks because you have to work after making, whatever travel back. You're already tired because of that. So yeah, I would agree. Because just the trip back itself is exhausting. It just is. So yeah, you want to be able to get some decent sleep after that. So I had to go. Remember, we talked to this guy at the space station. He was going to come work for us. So then the next quest was come down here and talk to him. And I did. And then he gave me some odd job that I'm supposed to go do for him, which we're going to do. This one, oh, maybe he has to give it to. Oh yeah, we're supposed to gather these components for him real quick. And then he'll be happy. So we're going to go do that. We'll do that right now because I think that stuff's relatively easy to find. We should probably be able to find it here even without having to go to the planet or anything. Starbolt. Gotta find one with. So I don't know if I would be. This is a bad place to go farm anything. Actually. Okay, so we will have to go somewhere else to go things. We're just messing around until the next expedition comes out. That's not till Wednesday, I think. I can't remember for sure, but it's in the next couple days. So we're just kind of fucking around in the meantime. Building up our main save. Because, like, every time that you do an expedition, like, it's a completely different save, you know. Yeah, a couple days. I think it's either Wednesday or Thursday. I just don't remember which day now. But yeah, so okay. So let's go to our settlement. Maybe that planet has what we're looking for. It would be convenient if it does, because then we could just warp there and do it. Yeah, I just like this game because it's like a chill game. You can just fuck around. It's not real serious, right? It's not real intense. It's nice to have that sometimes. Like if I play it off stream, I'll just like put something else on the background to listen to and just, you know, go do whatever. But yeah, so we're just doing that right now until the next expedition comes out. Then we'll have like pretty clear things that we have to do, right? Just like last time. It'll just be different wars and stuff. Oh, people are fighting again. Okay. All right, what happened with these two? What happened with him anyway? A merchant, settler Chipley, is in a dispute with a customer. It concerns a crankshaft, which is extremely hot to touch. Settler Chirpy points out to the customer's history of industrial negligence and insists that their product was perfect when purchased. Should the merchant be acquitted? Well, since the other guy isn't here to argue against that, we'll hold this guy to the benefit of the doubt that he sold something in good faith. And since the other guy isn't here to complain about it to me, I will acquit him. I don't think he scammed him. We'll release him on that one. I think that's the fair thing to do. We're still losing money every day, so that's good. I had before I logged in, I started this building over here, the thing that we needed the nitrogen for in the first place. And so it's now 72% complete. There's also a mod for this that reduces the amount of time stuff like this takes. But I started this before I installed that mod. So we'll see after this gets done and then we go do whatever other building that we're going to do. That one should be shorter, but because this one was already in progress, it's still taking the long time, but it's supposed to be quite a bit shorter. Again, just to save time. But anyways, we got a little time on that job yet, so start Bramble. We can't. Oh, yeah, so does this planet have what we need? No, it does not. Cactus flesh, fungal. I think, you know what? Like, I don't know if. I bet we can find it here anyway. If we can find a cave, like a cave, we can probably find some. I don't think it has to be on like the planet's list of resources or whatever. Not mine within settlement limits. All right. So we have to kind of look for signs. There would be something underground. Subterranean relic would be a good example of that, because that means it's inside a cave. So we'll go there. Or it's probably inside a cave. Every once in a while, you'll find those kind of jutting out at the surface. But it won't let me modify the terrain. Oh, there we go. All right. So yeah. But marrow bulbs are supposed to grow in this place. So I think we might have a chance of finding some. Usually they're fucking everywhere and they're in the goddamn way when I'm trying to mine something else. So you'd think we would be able to find some. Whatever that is. But it looks like this cave doesn't have what we want either. So now I'm not quite sure if it does have to show up. On the planet's resource list, not. See if there's anything different. Yeah, maybe we really do have to go. It's kind of looking that. Oh shit. All right then. Uh-oh. I'm gonna end up getting myself locked in here because I'm on the edge of the fucking settlement. I have to find which way I can actually get out of here. Cannot mine with settlement. Well, I got in here somehow, so there's got to be a way. That way we can. All right. So yeah, I kind of don't think we're gonna get mineral bulb. You know what we should do? Oh, I don't know why I didn't think of this to begin with. And this clothes. Probably the easiest way to take care of this is, I'll bet, tag that quest in the log if it isn't already. It is. And then Uh-oh. This message from Apollo. How's the base? Make sure you hire a few staff with it. What are units for, but if not to assert dominance over your fellow life forms? But on to more important things. If you're going to work with me, your equipment needs to be in good condition. We can't have you dying out there. Not yet, at least. You can find nanite clusters scattered in abandoned buildings and other damaged machines. Ironically, the same structures the Sentinels destroyed will lead to their deaths. Trade these nanite clusters with merchants and the space stations to get the shit you need. I knew that. Personal force field blueprint. I don't really that either. I never used it, but okay. Anyway, I'm probably gonna make me build it anyway. Oh. Okay, so now. Damn it, stop switching my fucking quest log goal. Oh, it doesn't give me a specific, like, current mission place I can go to get this done. Well, never mind then. I kind of did that for nothing. Except that none of these planets have it either. I find it suspicious that so few actually have marrow bone. So I'm not sure if it shows up here on here at all or not. Maybe it doesn't. So in that case, we should be able to find it anywhere. So I'm confused on that. I would think by now at least one of these planets. Scan. At least we don't have. Oh. I don't think it shows up on there. So I'm not quite sure you're supposed to track those down. So I just go spelunking caves. Maybe we can just buy it. Usually you end up with so many of those that they drive you crazy because, like I said, in caves are usually fucking everywhere. Let's go see. Buy some. It'd be kind of funny if, but remember seeing that on the list here. viable stuff. Not here, at least. Maybe on the space station. We'll go check that, I guess. See if we have any luck here. I have a couple more things, but I'm gonna have to look it up to be sure, like I can track those down. It can be found in caves. Or optionally grown. See if we have a recipe for that in our horticulture section of the freighter. Because I guess if it lets it do this somehow, grow some. Nip buds, oh, yeah. Doesn't actually let us grow it. And you have to have some to begin with. So no. I guess just go find any planet and go. Visions, I'm sure that thing's not done quite yet. Take the ship and we'll drive a ways away from, so we don't that situation of settlement. Guess we'll just go try to find some more caves. Active. One would. Yeah. This stuff won't for me that way. I don't think. Wasn't such a great place for kids. Just keep going. Kind of a flattish area. This might be better. Can I land? Oh. Man. I mean that there's not caves under here. So there's nothing that would obviously lead us to one. This doesn't look. This is a problem I certainly did not expect to have. I'll tell you that. Here. We gotta go someplace else. At least a different planet. This one just doesn't have the kind of makeup for it. Planet? Maybe that. Bountiful. Well, I mean, bountiful sounds like it would be good for everything. You can try that one, though. A little while to get here. Let's see if we find anything here. Why? Am sulfur. There. Really what we wanted. Hardly any sort of suggestion of anything being underground. These buried technology mods don't count for that, really. anything. Give me an indicator. Anything underground or anything like that. That in the water. Say, is that in the water? One of these. Almost looks like it could be like something. Navigation. Subterranean relics. There we go. I don't even know why I'm picking these. Not really much. Now, question is, did we find out what we actually came down here for? Yes, we did. Finally. But we need a bunch of them. I guess we got all we needed, but I'm going to get some extra cave marrow. That was a little harder to come by than I thought it was going. You probably for the now getting out of here. Anyway. Well, I think we're done here. And too. All right. So after all that running around, we need to go back to our base and the guy that was asking. Here. This guy here. I gave him the shit. Oh, so now we know how to make microprocessors, so we don't necessarily have to buy them. Which is good because you can't find those everywhere. Okay, so I gotta take his brain to someplace. Back. Approximate. Well, I guess. Oh, there. This is whatever he has. This, anything particularly interesting. Bullshit. All this place. Okay. So we'll see what he says after. Oh, he's rebooting. It's going to take an hour and a half. Okay. So we'll go do something else. Head back to our settlement and see if whatever was building is done built. Should be back. Wow. Oh. Greet settlement visitor. Stranger named Citizen Elabar requested an audience. Claim they have been a victim of a pirate raid. They asked to borrow weapons that they might seek their vengeance. Sure, I'll do it. Go ahead and... Okay, so yeah, this is done. Have some productivity. One citizen. Activity increased. So now the real question will be, oh, but great. And if, oh, I can't do it. Free organic catalyst. I guess I don't have that one. Can I make it? I don't know if it's a... Well, if it is, we don't have the pet. Anyway, well, fine. Something else is. What's this take? Pure ferrite. So this should happen relatively quickly. See if it actually works. $19 minutes. Yeah, that's a lot faster because normally it would be like a couple hours or an hour and a half or something like that. That's quite a bit quicker. Okay, well, that's going. What else do we have on our list that we have to wait on? That's kind of a thing that's already going on that goes along with. Retrieve a pristine walker brain. So, we have to fight sentinels until the big one comes out and kill it and steal its brain, and then we're going to use that in our mechs that we have. I think that's what's going on. And then it will, the mech will run automatically instead of just standing. So maybe we can get Dave as like a bodyguard for. Okay. Multi-tool slot and begin. Okay. Paralysis mortar. Apparently we're supposed to build this in order sort of thing. Okay, so that's need 2 hermetic seal and some dihydrogen jelly. I don't think these are. Oh no, they're not. Okay, that's good. Non-violent projectile weapon launches projectiles, will incapacitate nearby targets with electric energy, effective against both biological and electronic entities, charged with unstable plasma. That'll be something else that we need to be fuel. We'll deal with that when the time comes, I guess. So yeah, we just find sentinels and go fight one basically until you aggro all the fucking bad boys. Do that from our base because that's a hostile ass planet in the. It won't be hard to find sentinels. Yeah, I guess just fight them until that big one comes out, and then you got to kill the big one. Well, yeah, we go loot that. We'll be on us for sure. Okay, there we go. Camel? Not him. Other ones, there they are. I'm running. Okay. As good as it's gonna get, I guess. Right, where did I go? Shit, why? I doing some damage. Yeah, I can't damage him. Huh. Maybe I'm not ready for that, yes. Or I gotta find a different weapon, one of the two. I don't know. Ugh. Grab all our shit quick, and probably still have to like run away so they don't. But yeah, I don't think we can handle that. Where the hell our place? So yeah, we might not actually be prepared for that. And if we can't kill those guys, we're never going to kill the big one that we need to kill. Wave. I thought we did that before, but I was not doing any fucking damage to those, or that dog-looking one at least. I don't know. Go check on our frigate mission. That should be more than done. What these guys do. Honey. Yeah, you do end up getting more stuff by using multiple. Definitely longer. The last couple that dealt with anyway. $250,000. Not too. I think I'm actually going to leave it there for now. I am so hungry. Gonna make me some chili. So I'm gonna do that. But yeah, the expedition will be out in a couple days. So, you know, we'll just pick at this as we have time or inclination. So, I don't know. We'll see when it comes out. I think it's Wednesday, but I probably won't get to play it till Thursday anyway. Anyhow, that's it for now. Thanks for playing. We'll see you next time. Till then.